Hello, my beautiful MadiSquad. My name is Madison, also known as Madi2theMax, and today I will be reviewing Rise of the Isle of the Lost, a Descendants novel, book 3. I'm dressed very much like a pirate. Arr.
Yo ho, shiver me, you are a pirate.
I know it's been like a hot minute since I did any reviews, but I just finished reading this and I need to talk about it. So this book is kind of the setup or the prequel for Descendants 2. It takes place after the first movie and after the second book, but before the second movie. There's so many different mediums for this story. There's the movies, the web series, and the books, and I love all of them. So this story, it follows the original 4, Jay, Mal, Carlos, and Evie, but it also follows Uma, daughter of Ursula. I really liked getting to know Uma in this book before I see her in the movie. I really like that because it kind of tells me where her character's at, and so I get to see where her character's gonna go, so that's gonna be really fun. So basically from this point on, I am going to be talking about spoilers, so if you haven't read this book yet, please go away, come back later once you've read it, and we can talk about it together. So I'm assuming if you're staying, you've already read this. Yay! So this review is mainly going to contain just me talking about ships. Pirate ships! Arr! No, but really, I'm just gonna be talking about my favorite ships. Okay, I just have to start off with Dug and Evie because, oh my gosh, they are so cute. I love the part where Dug is like, yo, even though everyone else is saying you're not technically a princess because you're a princess from the Isle, you're a princess. Because the second that Evie came to Auradon, everyone's like, no, you're not actually a princess. It's like, thanks? So the fact that Dug was like, nah, you a princess, girl. You a princess. That is how you treat your woman. That is how you treat your woman. The totally adorable moment when Mal was like, well, Auradon's not really my home, but neither is the Isle. The place that feels like home is in Ben's arms. I'm just like, squeal overload! Something I really, really like that they did about this is that in the web series Wicked World, they set up Captain Hook's daughter, CJ. And then when it was like, yeah, here's Captain Hook's son, Harry, it was like, wait. We already know Captain Hook has a daughter. What's going on? And then they were like, oh no, Captain Hook has 3 kids. He has an older daughter, a middle son, and a younger daughter who's CJ. And I like how they mentioned, oh yeah, CJ's off doing her own thing. It's like, there you go, tying it all together. Man, I like it. It's like the MCU of Disney. Something that they handled for me in this book that I'm so glad they did was in the first book was that they said Yan Sid was on the island. And that really bugged me because it's like, Yan Sid's not a villain. What is he doing on the island? So in this book, I really like it because they actually explain why he is. He volunteered to be on the island so he could teach the kids. And I really like that because that was super bugging me about the first book. So I'm so glad they did that. So I think there's going to be a little something between Uma and Harry in the movie because there was like some cute little moments they were setting up here. It was like Harry, calling her captain, which was totally a sweet moment. I love that. There's a moment when he like brushes some like rubble off her shoulder. It was just like, that's a very telling thing. I like that. Okay. All right. Cool. I really like the part though where Uma made sure that her crew got out when the cave was collapsing because I was like, yo, that's a cool thing to do. That's a really cool captain thing to do. That's cool, Uma. You cool. I like the fact that Uma's pirate ship is called the Lost Revenge. I'm just like, foreshadowing! I like the fact that Uma and Mal did kind of have this standoff, but they never came face to face. Clearly, they're saving that for the actual movie, the first time they've actually come face to face in years. So I'm really looking forward to seeing that. I'm really interested to see how she actually gets off the Isle because clearly she's going to. Okay, so they're also like totally setting up the Carlos and Jane stuff in this book that's clearly gonna happen in the sequel. I love the part where Carlos was like, nah, totally, you should go out for cheer squad, you'd be great, and then helps her like practice. That's so cool. That is so cool. So the moment that the VKs are caught on the boat and they're taken to Fairy Godmother's office and they're like, we're about to get expelled and sent back to the Isle. We don't want to do that. And Carlos bumps into Jane and is like, help us, save us. And that was just totally a sweet moment where he could go to Jane and she would be like, I know what to do. Hold on. She was somebody that he could ask for help. I really like that. I love the fact that at the end of the book, Carlos is like, yeah, I'm going to be taking just all these classes because I want to. He's straight up pulling a Hermione and just being like, I'm going to take all the classes I possibly can and then get a Time Turner so I can just take all the classes because I'm a huge nerd. Dude, yes, go for it. If you're having a good time, do it. Having now read the book, these are my predictions for the movie. There's going to be more singing and dancing because, obviously, Carlos trying to ask Jane out and it being adorable. Mal trying really hard to be a perfect princess, but really isn't comfortable with that, so there's gonna be some drama there. Mal's still trying to figure out who she is and where she belongs. Uma, Harry, and Gil getting off the island and causing mayhem. Duh. There's going to be a rawr the fencing, jousting, freestyle thing. There's gonna be some sort of scene with Jay and Carlos doing that, and it's gonna be like really cool. It's probably also gonna be a musical number. And then it all ends at the cotillion with lots of mayhem and magic. And those are my predictions. What are some of yours? Let me know in the comments below. And also, what did you think of this book? I had a blast reading it, and I'm super looking forward to the sequel, if I hadn't made that clear. So if you enjoyed this video, please hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that bell icon right next to it. That way you can officially join the MadiSquad. It's like a pirate crew, except it's a MadiSquad, so it's cooler. And from now until next time, don't you forget to keep smiling. Mwah! Got these little octopus earrings. I was trying to like show a little Uma support. Yeah, Uma. It's a MadiSquad. Ah, the bowel moments, the bowel moments.